there, boys, girls, and squirrels. My name is Modstab, and welcome back to the Minecraft Castle Build series, where we build a castle. If you guys can catch out by the title. So I was just kind of flying around as I was coming over here from other builds. So speaking of, I'm gonna clear the things off here. There we go. Oh, I know what I need to do. I need to boost das Priorität. Excuse me. There we go. Priority boosted. Crisis averted. Anyways, I was kind of flying around and I was just thinking about how long it has been since we've been working on the outside of this build. Like all the little tiny details and things like that we would do just to create a little bit more depth and a little bit more character. I don't know. It was a blasty blast. It was a blasty blast. Now, all that being said and done, there's a couple rooms that we need to take care of for the inside of this building. Now, the first one, what are you? You're just the light, correct? Yeah, you're just a light. So you're just a random room of nothingness. Anyways, so the first one is actually going to be over here, and it's kind of an archive room. And then we have, you know what? I think I'm just going to leave just one archive room. So I'm just going to put one like archive room separated from the library, because this is where all the things happen, where they keep track of all the happenings of this particular castle. And then we have a second story in which we have this stuff pretty much everywhere. It's a good time. So we got to start with that. Okay, so let me think here. So we need to do a couple things. Let me kind of organize my thoughts and see what I want to do first and how I want to get it done. And then we will be right back to Geno's. Alright, so we have returned, and I found the spacing that I want for this room. Now, I left a little bit this way, and you'll find out why here in just a hot minute. But we're going to go ahead and use a decent section of this room to kind of take care of things. Now, these windows, I'm going to have to find a creative way to use these. Actually, you know what? I'm going to change my plans a little bit. I have an idea. I won't tell you guys what it is because we're going to go ahead and kind of build it, and then we'll get you all squared away here. But I did go ahead and on this particular portion, I kind of gave an outline as to what I want this to look like. So I want this to jut out just a little bit further and have the walkways kind of be, you know, even here. And we'll figure out the lighting and stuff once we get to that stage. But for now, we're going to go in here. And my thought process behind this is to create a kind of staircase. So we go up initially right out of the gate. And then we get kind of on this like little platform that follows the wall. And I'm thinking about taking it dead even with this, honestly. Yeah, I think that's actually what I'm going to do is just take it dead even with this wall. And then we'll have kind of it walk around, and then we will make things happen. So with all that said and done, and now that I gave you the gist of what we're trying to do here to get started, I'm going to go ahead and fill in these walls, and then we will be right back to Geno's. Yes. All right. We'll see you guys once we get this taken care of. Okay, so we have evened that back wall. And look, I know we're not successfully using as much space as we could in this castle, but it's heavily inspired by another building. Maybe you guys know it. Maybe you don't at this point because you haven't told me in the comment section down below. So go ahead and tell me, what do you think this building is, okay? Show me the love. Show me the sweet, sweet joy of love. All right, so what I'm thinking here is, let me see. Would it make sense to start with a staircase? Would I be able to go through? I can't go through if I start a staircase. So let's give it one block space. Yeah. Yeah. All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to be silly, and we're just going to, that's right. We're just going to use staircases to make staircases. Structural integrity. Check. I love it so much. Oh, this is so silly. Is that tall enough? I think I want to go up one more. Yeah, let's go up one more. Yeah, that's the height I'm looking for. And as I kind of widen this up, it'll kind of simmer thine face hole, great Gatsby. I guess that works too. Okay, so we got that. Now that we got that squared away, we need to make a walkway that follows this whole little corner here. And we're going to do so by putting in the spruce wood planks. All right, and what I'm thinking here as well is on these back walls. To kind of spice it up, I'm just going to put some paintings, maybe some bookshelves and things like that. I don't know yet. It is, after all, a room of archiving. So you're going to want to have some pictures and things like that, so it's not so boring and bleh and boring. All right. Anywho, so a couple things. Let's get down to business real quick. So first and foremost, okay, if you like this or anything that I've done ever in my life, do you love me? The most cringy transition ever. Anyway, so getting down to business. Remember, liking, commenting, and subscribe are all great tools for you to let me know what you want to see next. And with all that in mind, I would love it if you guys would give it a subscribe, hit that bell notification icon if you enjoyed it, and maybe if you got some ticks, maybe if you got some ticks, if you got some tricks or tips to help me improve the quality of my content, please let me know, because it'd be an amazing adventure. All right, how thick did we go here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, we went 6. We went big. There we go. Now that I have one set up, it doesn't matter because I don't need to count anymore. Okay. So a couple things happened to me the last couple days. The biggest one being we had a tree go down on my house and it fell on my car. But by some great miracle, by some provision of the Lord himself, it was not even damaged, like hardly at all. Okay, I don't even know. I didn't check it like super in depth because I was just shocked at what condition it was in by itself, but I couldn't even like notice any visible scratches on my car. So maybe at this point in the video I'll throw up a quick like little maybe I'll throw up like a quick little image or picture off of my phone of the car, but it just blows my mind. It blew my mind. Not a single scratcherinis. Holy great molies. All right, and so what I'm thinking here is let's go ahead and take this down. Once we get this even, we'll do one of these things, okay? Golden. And we'll do, let's do 5 wide, give it kind of a nice little center. Yeah, I'm okay with that. I like that. I think that works. All right, and maybe what we can do is make this into a closet later, but for now, I'm just gonna fill it in because we don't have time for that. We ain't got time for that. All right. Golden. I love it. I almost thought I miscalculated, but I realized, Devin, put stairs on the bottom portion as well, you silly nugget. Okay, get out of here. Get out of here. Look at that. Now what we need to do is make kind of like a, I guess, railings, so to speak, on that. Yeah. And so what I'm thinking here is what if we did something like, no, let me get some, yeah. We're gonna go dead even with these stairs, and then maybe we'll do some slabs to kind of spice it up. And then we'll do one here because then we can get the fences. Yes, I think that's what I'm gonna do. There, and we're just gonna fill it in because I want it to look kind of nice. Okay, you gotta be worried about the aesthetics a little bit. Come on now, come on now. We'll do one here. We'll do one there. Golden. Yes, much cool, much cool. I like this. I think it'll work. And now if I slab the Geno, it kind of creates that illusion, the illusion of a nice little railing. Now all that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and finish this portion off camera because it's just boring. It's gonna be me placing blocks. Like, that is literally it. And as cool as that might be, and if you guys enjoy doing it that way, feel free to let me know. But I don't know. I enjoyed like kind of viewing the finished product myself, and yeah, the journey, I'll explain the journey to you guys, but I enjoy the finished product way more than I do having like a full build of everything. So I'll see you guys once we get this portion taken care of, and maybe we'll spice it up with some lights and things like that, but we will be right back. And we have returned. So I haven't done actually a whole lot off of camera. It did take a little time because I was trying to brainstorm and things like that. But so far, this is what we have. You kind of come into the room and then you're greeted by books, which I love these looms. Look at that. Like, I love the fact that they look like empty bookshelves. It's so cool. It's just so cool. I just love it. Anyways, and I did just a real quick, simple design on this stuff just to kind of spice it up a little bit. I don't want it to be anything too extravagant because, well, it's an archive room, so you're probably not going to spend a whole lot of money on the aesthetics of it just to make sure that it all stays well. And I experimented with making a chandelier. I wouldn't say it's the most beautiful thing ever, but it is centered. And what I kind of wanted to do was work with the lanterns because I like the amount of light. They're just like a torch. They leave very similar lighting as a torch, but they just look nicer in these types of builds. And they create kind of that more like relaxed, like laid back, like reflective feel than having a big old bunch of these guys laid around. Like, look at how bright they are. Okay? It's cool, it's fancy, but it's it's just too abrasive of a light, especially when we have this open window here. I love these windows, they're so cool. Anyway, so the next portion in this build is going to be kind of finalizing, and what I wanted to do is put a table in the middle here, like a really big table where you can have large groups of people come around and kind of look at all the archives. And what I'm thinking is maybe spicing this up by, I don't know what I want to put under here. I might just close it off, honestly, because that would just make the most sense, and put like bookshelves. I'm thinking that's what I might do, is put like bookshelves on it. Yeah, I think I could dig that. Yeah, we'll just close it up with bookshelves, then we'll make it look nice. Yeah, and then we can put looms and stuff like that in there randomly, kind of like dispersed throughout, just to give it a little bit more texture. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and put a set of bookshelves here, kind of make it look more like an archive room. We might do some bookshelves on the back wall. This section I think I'll leave as is. Maybe put like some seats and stuff, like a reading nook. I don't know. We might put some bookshelves over here as well, once again, to kind of get that same illusion that we got going on here. But I'm gonna go ahead and get that table squared away, and we'll see you guys when we return. We have returned, and all that is left, at least for this first room, is we gotta sign this bad boy. We gotta label it. We gotta let them know what archives. I'm gonna leave it. I gotta leave it. I'm gonna leave it. Archives. All right. Perfect. So now that we have the sign there and we got it all squared away, let's go ahead and take a little tour. Let's show you guys what we've done, okay? We open this big door and you're like, oh my gosh, it's more stairs. I don't want to have stairs. Oh well. And then you get in here and you see, oh my gosh, it's beautiful. It's pretty. It's amazing. Look at these bookshelves. All right. So I did a little bit of detailing, not a whole lot, because I kind of want to leave that up to you guys. What would you want to see in a archive room, or do you think this is simple and straightforward enough? But you got a couple of these guys. I put paintings above. Now, they really like those like 4x2 like karate paintings. I don't know what it is. And then you got a karate painting over here. It's just like they like them all over the place. Even over here, when you had all that room to expand and make a bigger photo, that's what they went with. But you know what? I just randomized it and let it happen. Okay, maybe this place is obsessed with fighting. Who knows? Who knows? And you come down here, and I'm going to show you this spot first, just because it's like a nice little cozy area, and I really like it. So you have another bookshelf here, and kind of following that whole like walkway and whatnot. But then you got this back portion over here. You got like a little sectional couch with a little table in the middle. I just used like a piston because it works well. Okay, it gives you space. It makes you feel like you have leg room. It's got that single pole in the middle, kind of like an iconic table might, or a quintessential table at a place like this might. And then you have the lamp de Geno's. You have a couple desks with some chairs at the end. All I did was I did some slabs, some item frames, and then I put just the trapdoor behind them and let that up. So that way we have a desk and we have some lamps and stuff. Just a nice little place to kind of chill, maybe study, do what you need to do. And then we got kind of, this looks more like a restaurant table, I'm not gonna leg, but I went with it, okay? Maybe just people want to group study or hang out and show photos from the archive and things like that. Maybe that's what they want to do. But it's got a little bit of leg room and all that kind of stuff, and you get up here and it's just great. It's all great. It's all fun. And then this is actually my favorite part, because I went ahead and put some of the lecterns in there with books in them, because I wanted it to kind of feel like there's always something open and always something being looked at in this area. But it's a nice little table. All I did, it's hard to see, but all I did was on the corners, I just put upside down staircases, kind of give them that like nice beefy pillar look, because that's what you would kind of need to support everything. And you can kind of see underneath, so it's kind of a little bummer there, but we did have some glowstone right underneath just to give it a little bit of lighting situation going on. That way it wasn't as dark. And then once again, more bookshelves because it's an archive room and you want to have a bunch of bookshelves. But that's the archive room. Wait a minute. I love how it kind of like, you have the vignette effect when you're in like standard Minecraft form. So it kind of brightens it up even just a little bit. I don't know, that's fun. I never paid attention until just now, but yeah, it's good. I love these lanterns. I keep saying that. I thought about doing the chandelier with like the campfires, but it just wouldn't make sense. Okay, so we live the dream. We got the archives. All right, so now what we need to do is we need to go through here and we need to make the things happen. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and fill in this area. It's not gonna go across the front, but it will go across the side here. And we're gonna fill that in. So there's not a whole lot to say other than that. And I guess we'll see you guys once we get all this second level filled in. Alrighty, friends and family, finally we are back. Now I know there was a long time off camera because I did something a little special. I thought it'd be amazing if I could get a little map to Geno going on. And my thought process behind this is these two particular areas are roughly where you might receive a job post on a job board or whatnot. But I decided it'd be much cooler, instead of throwing like paper and item frames and stuff like that up there, to throw a map. So first, before we get to that, it's really simple. It's straightforward. I warned you guys. But it was boring. Okay, it was boring off camera. You don't want to partake of this. And in case you have any questions or reservations, please enjoy a clip of me off camera. Well, on camera, but what happens when I'm not talking to you guys. And I told you so. I'm not saying I told you so, but I told you so, okay? It was much, much boring. All the boring. Anyways, to the thing that took me probably one of the longer times today was this. I did it! I made a map! It just looks so cool. Now, I probably could have gone like down one more than what I did, because it doesn't encompass the Scottish village, but it looks so good on a map. Does this not look amazing? I love how this looks and how it turned out. It's just so nice. I love it so much. I love how big the castle looks in contrast to everything else. How big my house is, even like when you look at it like side by side. They're not like, obviously the castle is much, much bigger because there's many more stories, but look at how big the house is in contrast to how big the castle is. Like, it's not like a huge amount difference. But what I will say is I think it looks better on this map than it does in actual Minecraft. Oh, the trees. Oh, that's so cool. I love this as a feature. And the road looks astonishing on this map. This road looks absolutely amazing. I love it so much. Anyways, with the archive, and the balcony done, we are done in today's episode. Like, I love this. This is absolutely amazing. Ah, it's so cool. Now let me know what you guys want to see next, like in this particular build. Like, obviously we have to go up to the up of stairs, and I'm thinking what I'll do is I will make a pathway that goes up. Maybe. All right, let me get back here. Let me see if we can't, oh yeah, we're going outside. So I got to find a more creative way to get up of the stairs. Maybe we can put them at the end of the balconies. I'm not sure. Or like right here, so we can climb up into the next tier. Yeah. Like, look at this. I'm just going to pretend that that's so much to do. Okay. I'm getting too far ahead of myself. Let's not get too far ahead of myself. Okay. We're good. We got this. Oh, man, that's a lot of room. Anyways, thank you guys so much for joining me so far in this Minecraft castle build series. I love the archive. I love the map. I love the balcony. I love what we got done today. Oh, it feels so good. Now remember, guys, liking, commenting, and subscribing are all great tools for you to get in touch with me. Let me know what you liked, didn't like, and what you want to see next. Without further ado, I'm going to shut my filthy little cake hole. I love you guys, and we will see you next time. Toodles!